And good evening again. I'm Ted Langdell, and we are here with election results. This time we're updating the Yuba County results. These are the 10 p.m. results that we've just put up as graphics for you to be able to see. Getting a little late here, and I still have bronchitis, so that's kind of what's ailing me. Now let's take a look at the turnout here. With the election day early results and the vote by mail, out of 41,212 registered voters, so far as of 10:10 p.m. tonight, this is what's been counted. The counting is going to go on tomorrow, so don't worry about that. You will see more results as both Yuba and Sutter County elections headquarters begin counting all of the stuff that came in tonight from different precincts around Yuba and Sutter counties. So in Marysville, Bruce Butticavoli and Brad Hudson are still leading Stephanie McKenzie. So it looks as though incumbents are going to be returned to the Marysville City Council if these early results hold. Stephanie McKenzie, who has been off the City Council for a couple of years now, is trying to, or has been trying to, get reelected to the post after a couple-year break, but it doesn't look like that's going to happen. Bruce Butticavoli and Brad Hudson running more or less as a team, looking to be reelected. Down in the city, or actually in Marysville Joint Unified School District Trustee Area 4, I still need to look and see where that is. Brett Butler and Seth Steeman trying to outdo each other here, and it looks as though Brett Butler is going to be the winner in that contest. We will see as the results come through more so tomorrow. In the city of Wheatland, city council member, former city council member, actually I can't remember whether he's been on the council, but I know he has been in the past. Robert Coe, local insurance agent, and James Pendergraft look as though, actually Angela Teeter look as though they're going to be two city council members on the Wheatland City Council. Moving along to other races in the Wheatland area. This is the big race, I mean, in terms of total number of people running for an office. There are 3 seats that are open on the Wheatland School District. This is the elementary school. And so looking at who's got the lead here, it looks like Krista Steinman has the lead with 21.77%. And then Reagan Waltz with 18.8%. And then the next highest in this three-way or three-seat contest would be Taylor Zapata with 13.74%. Moving along here, also down in the southern part of Yuba County, there were 3 different ballot measures affecting schools. The Wheatland Union High School District bond measure as a school facilities improvement district for Plumas Lake was being asked, those members there were being asked to issue $16 million of bonds for a new high school for Plumas Lake students. Measure P would be, requires at least 55% of the registered voters to pass. There were 2 other bond measures down there as well. Wheatland Union High School District needing another 55% registered voter passing Measure Q, which would put out $8,700,000 worth of bonds to replace and repair a variety of things, also to build some classrooms, school facilities, and make some health and safety improvements. And then in the Plumas Lake Elementary School District, a bond measure that would have put out $45 million in bonds to purchase or to build a new middle school and retain teachers. So that's what that language looked like. Let's take a look at how they did. So far, it looks as though they are not going to pass because they needed, at least Measure P isn't going to quite make it unless some other votes come in and tip this above 55% for yes. So it doesn't look like that's going to make it. And it doesn't look like Measure Q or Measure R are going to make it because they also needed more votes. Let's actually go check the Measure R. I want to make sure what they needed there. And let's scroll down here just to check and see. Measure Measure R needed at least 2/3, so a 66% vote. And it looks like the folks in Wheatland area and in Plumas Lake are not approving these bond measures. So that may have an effect on what kind of development happens down there, because a lot of people look for development, they look for good schools. Here in the North Yuba Water District, this is the probably most hotly contested race that we have in Yuba County, and that is for 4 seats on the North Yuba Water District. Division 1 looks like incumbent Doug Nielsen is going to get reelected, fending off challenger Alton Wright, who's also run for supervisor, and Renee Wood. In the District 2, or the Division 2 area, incumbent Chris Cross, who was appointed to the board, looks like he will not keep his seat if these results hold. Stephen Ronenberg, a challenger, is leading him 51% to 48.75%. The big upset here is Gary Hawthorne in the Division 4 area is being ousted 81.3% to 18.67% for Hawthorne. Mariki Fernay is really leading in that, and this was part of a slate of challengers who were trying to oust the incumbents, most of whom had been appointed to the water board over the last several years as people moved out or left the area. And then there's one other race to look at here with that, and that is the Division 5 race, where Ann Plum looks like she's going to be beating Ginger Hughes, the incumbent, 49.48 to 30.93%. So some upsets in the North Yuba Water District, which is what that slate of folks was attending to do. Looks like Charles Sharp, who has the trying to remember the name of the inn. It's actually the old Shaky Johnson estate up along in Oregon House and the Dobbins area. Anyway, it looks like he's going to oust Gary Hawthorne, the incumbent, and Lanny Pasosa will be also joining if these results hold true. There's a couple other races to look at. Browns Valley Irrigation District, where it looks as though Bradley Rist is going to be the irrigation director there, and if these results hold, Mike Howard in Division 5 in the Browns Valley Irrigation District. So those are your results for Yuba County at the 10 o'clock slate. It takes a little bit to actually move the graphics around and be able to report these results in ways that make it easy for you to see. We hope that you will continue to watch our election results, and that's kind of, I think, what we're going to wrap up with tonight, just simply because there are no further results in Yuba or Sutter counties. The big race in Sutter County was, would the 50% plus 1 vote in Sutter County's tax election happen, and that appears to be actually going a little bit over the 50% mark. So it looks like that 1% sales tax increase may actually be taking place in Sutter County, but I warn you that there are lots of other votes to count. This is just the early returns, and while they may predict in most cases how these races are going to go, that we've seen is not always the case. So you'll want to be tuning in tomorrow as we'll bring you some updated results as they come in. I'm Ted Langdell. You've been watching election updates on Yuba-Sutter.live, and we have a lot of other cool things going on. Obviously, we've got more things that we do for you. In addition to our government meetings, Friday we'll have the Veterans Day Parade coming up live from 3rd and D Streets. We'll start our coverage between 11 and 11:15, so you can watch for that. We also have government meetings coming up on Tuesday, the November 15th, and also again on November 22nd as we lead into the Thanksgiving holiday. But there are more things to tell you about, and that would be football, for example. The Cali Bowl Championships. This is 14 and under, 13 and under, all the way down to 8 and under, I believe. Coming to you live on Saturday and Sunday, the weekend after Thanksgiving. Something to do if you really want to eat some turkey leftovers and watch. You can go to Yuba City High School and you can watch in person, or you can watch live streamed here in multiple games all day long Saturday and also on Sunday from morning to late evening. We hope it doesn't get so dark that you can't see anything. It didn't last year, so we're repeating what's going on. So watch that. Then we'll be back with more government meetings on November 29th, and then we begin the Christmas season here with December 2nd, right around 5 o'clock. We'll be bringing you the Marysville Christmas tree lighting live with sponsorship here on Yuba-Sutter.live from Adventist Health Plus Rideout, our local hospital and medical folks over there on 3rd and 4th and in that wonderful block and elsewhere around the community. Then on Saturday, we'll have some reports from what's going on in Marysville on our first Saturday reports. And then later in the day, on Saturday the 3rd, the Christmas tree parade, or the Christmas parade, gets underway. Right about 5 o'clock, we'll start our coverage as the parade reaches about 4th Street. That's probably between 5 and 5:15. And then we have on the 10th, I don't have it listed here yet, but on the 10th, it's the Olivehurst Christmas Parade, which starts around 11 o'clock on Olivehurst Avenue. And as we are able to, we will be announcing local Christmas music performances that we'll be able to carry for you live. So we hope that you will join us. We'll have some more election results tomorrow. Do stay tuned, and in the meantime, one of the things that you can do is make sure that you keep yourself aware of what we're doing by following us, liking us, and sharing so that you know what's happening, and turn on notifications so that you know when we are live. We appreciate the fact that you've been watching, and we hope that you will turn in for more Yuba-Sutter election results tomorrow as the vote count continues here in Yuba-Sutter. I'm Ted Langdell, live from Yuba-Sutter.live, which you can find on Facebook. You can find on Yuba-Sutter.live right on our front page, and you can find on YouTube, and will be a little easier to find as we get a new name down there. So watch out for that. Anyway, you have a good evening. It is 10:58, and it looks like we're going to have a reasonable day tomorrow. So we hope to be talking with you then with more election.